Guys and gals, here we are. This frickin' Tuesday. Alright, Stuart, you clean up that dog mess, and if you come in here to ruin the evening, that's okay. We'll ruin yours harder. But I'm gonna mess yours up too. That's why I'm here. Alright? Melissa, welcome. It's good to see you. We're going to wait for some people to jump in here into the chat, and then we are going to get crazy, okay? Just exploring every path. When I refer to you, when you say hi to me, I just say hi, Jeep, okay? Secret Prepper, hello and hello and hello. Hello and wait for it. Welcome. We're going to get freaky here. Jeffrey Lane, Arkansas. Wait for it, guys. We're going to get some people to jump in here, and then we are going to have some freaky talk. I don't know what you guys are up for, but I'm going to take it places, okay? Now, at any point in time, Sandwich, Karen, Happy New Year. Welcome. At any point in time, if you are uncomfortable or disagree or whatever, just smash yourself out of the chat. Don't be leaving hate speak or nothing like that, okay? This is going to be all opinions, and we're going to voice some opinions, some thoughts. We're going to get some all your thoughts and opinions, so don't bust another brother or sister's chops for said opinions. Nerd in the house. Boom. Michigan lifestyle. Welcome. Southernmost. Casey Edwards. Ah, shit, Tin Man. You know what? No, I freaking don't. Do you know how many blue wrenches I see every day? Not just in my chat, but as I'm moderating. I'm sorry, man. I'm so freaking sorry. The answer is no. No, I don't. I can't keep track of all that. I can barely keep track of my taxes. I need to hire people to do that. Red burning fires. Well, hello indeed. Janny D. Well, look at you. Isn't that wonderful? I'm sorry, Tin Man. Come on, give a brother a break. Native and devout. Your internet has gone wonky and you have to reset it. Well, native and devout, wait till you see what it does after we have our speak here. Oh, you need a safe space, Arkansas? Hey, Tank, what's shaking? 101, I hadn't seen you here. Welcome. It's good to see you, and thank you for your live stream this evening and last evening. Lane, Prepper Lane, hello and welcome. Thanks, Tin Man. Now I know who you are. Because otherwise I'll just call you Jeep when you're in your other mode. But, you know, that's a personal issue. I'm not going to discriminate on how you want to identify. I'm an equal opportunity. Like if that's you, won't, you know, that's, my name is Paul and that's between y'all. Grammy, Tank. You got me, I got you curious, nerd? Okay, yeah, we're going to go there. All right, so you might need a safe word, Secret Prepper. Well, figure out your safe word now, or your cozy spot, or, you know, if you need a safe room to go into. Sandwich. I could use a freaking sandwich right now. Welcome, Sandwich. Exactly, is it freaking Transformer? Man, there's a store about 30 minutes down a country road here. You drive, seriously, you drive straight down a country road, 30 minutes, and you drop a right, and the store is right there. And it has a 40-foot high transformer in there. Michigan, welcome. Everyone here, welcome. Macaroni. Arkansas, I love macaroni. I need to make a mac and cheese video for you guys. Been working on Fatwood? That's cool. I just use Vaseline and cotton balls, but... Moglin, you know what? Jamie, thanks for coming over. I was looking at some of his stuff today. That's always awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Support. You guys know what I'm about to say here. Please say it for me. Please say it for me. I want to see it. Come on now. You guys know what it is. Really? Is there lag in the chat? Yeah, Tennessee, absolutely, yeah. And start with the easiest. Don't go out into the woods and start with a frickin' bow drill. That's your last resort, right? Yeah, mac and cheese. I'm going to have... Do you know what? I might do a live stream and make mac and cheese. Boom. Yeah. Thank you, 101. Lift up your brother and your sister. You know what? You said that when you ended your live stream. That's the way to do it, my friend. That's how we do it over here. Lane, yes. Bic. I love Bic. I wish Bic would sponsor me. Bic, yeah. That's the way you want to do it. All else fails, start trying your other methods. But yes, have many, right? Lift them up. Triple horn. All right, well, I may do a... all you guys know I'm doing a whole series on cooking your preps. I may just do them all as live streams, but if I do, I might not be able to have the monitor and keyboard in front of me. I might just have to take the webcam with me and do it, and like you guys can all play by yourselves as long as you play nice in the chat. My moderators will sort that out. What do you think about that? If you like that idea, or if you prefer to see it in videos, if you like the idea, smash some ones. If you want to see videos of it instead of live streams, put 2s. Comet Moon, no kidding. Yeah, you're a dang angel. Ain't no snow up here to make snowballs to hook at you with. Crushing. Tank, my brain just licked your brain. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm going to get my sister, Mallory, over at Quebec Homestead, who just smashed 3.2 thousand subscribers today. Mallory at Quebec Homestead was at 2.5 subscribers 2 days ago. Now she is 3.2. One of her videos exploded, okay? And like it just, the algorithm got it, and it was freaking awesome. Book, even. All right, I'll help understand what's so great about premieres. Why do YouTubers promote them so much? Well, nerd, they promote them so much because it's like saying, hey everybody, like on a Monday, hey everybody, I'm gonna have a video coming out on Friday, and then everyone can go look at that all week and say, oh, they're gonna have a video coming out on Friday, and those people can look at it, and those people can look at it, and those people can look at it. So it's kind of like advertising the video you're going to put out. I've never done it. I've never tried to learn it. I don't know. I just kind of put, you guys know me. I just kind of put videos out, right? To anyone I had not said hello to. Oh, looks like there's a lake fairy in there. Bigfoot, hello. Hello to everyone in here this evening. It's good to see you. This is an impromptu live stream, but there is something on my mind, Morning Light. There's something on my mind, okay? And it may blow your minds. It may freak you guys out. It may not. JP, welcome. Dusty, I see you there. I see you there down in the dusty corner. Dusty Data. I see that. I see you. Boddington, welcome. What's going on, baby? I hope you're all well. Triple Horn, look at you. Oh, all my Australian brothers and sisters have woken up. I see Australia is alive. Wonderful. That's great because I want your guys' take on this too. We're going to get freaky here with this talk. All right, now it's going to get kind of backwoods. Hello. Welcome, all of you. Deborah, hello. Hello and welcome all. Really, I got 50 people in a chat and an impromptu on a Tuesday live? Okay. All right, very good then. It's quite all right. Yeah, freaky. You want to get freaky? Where are you at, Bigfoot? No kidding. You know what? Bigfoot equals master at hide and seek or bug out ninja, bug out sensei. He should put courses on. Really? He'd make a fortune. Rat Trap, welcome. 101. You haven't walked into anything yet. I haven't even begun speaking. I'm just talking to the people. I'm just responding to the hello in the chats. 101. But welcome. We will get into it. All right. Hang on a second. Everybody stop the chat. No more chat anyone except for Prepping 101. What did you walk into? Okay. I'm going to address that right now. Whoa, 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 guys. Whoa it up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wascally Wabbit, all right. Okay, they keep going. Ultimate Bug Out Champion. Yeah, book. Absolutely. All right, so 101. What did you walk into? When I said freaky chat, I mean it's going to be a freaky chat. Now, okay. I want to kind of establish a baseline here, okay? A baseline from which to work. Well, welcome, Marie Marquis. It's good to have you here, and we're gonna have some freaky talk here, okay? Like freaky, mentally, spiritually, that type of stuff, religious, those kinds of things. RD, welcome. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to ask you guys a question right now. No more chat, guys. Just hold this up, please. Yeah, say your hellos and that, but I don't want to see any more chat for me. What I want to do is I want to establish a baseline here right now of what you guys think about sort of spirituality and religion. And our origins. Okay? I'll just push that out now. Voodoo. So I want to kind of establish a baseline. So if you guys just want to give your responses, we're going to have open intellectual discussion about that. And I'm going to make some suggestions. Not to necessarily say that I believe those, but these are possibilities that are out there. You know, kidding, Boddington. Big can of worms, right? I told you, freaky discussion. Karen, that's okay too. You know what? Being an atheist, that's perfect. JP, I very much respect what you just said. Tinfoil, thank you. Understood and not disagreed in any way whatsoever. Melissa, I'm there with you. Deborah, exactly. Voodoo, same. Exactly, Dusty. Yep. Roger that, nerd. Thank you for that input. You can go put that Speedo away. No Speedos in this chat. As a matter of fact, I may need to create a Speedo moderator. Arkansas, okay, thank you for that. That's very much appreciated. Southernmost, exactly. Okay, so all we're going to do, we're not going to confirm nor defy anything this evening. Roman Catholic, okay. But what I want to do is I want to have an intellectual discussion with you guys about the possibilities. Okay, now I'm going to throw some stuff out there that may wonk your banana hammock. But backwoods, I'm exactly the same, okay? So, however, I'm not closed-minded, right? A faithful prepper, welcome and good evening. Do you know what? Thank you for being here. We're going to have an interesting discussion about kind of like God and religion and our origins, okay? That's kind of where we're headed, okay? So if you'd like to be a part of that, you know, you're more than welcome to stay for that. It would be nice to have you here for your input. Lake Fairy, I can make you can go ahead and in one of your live streams and make me a moderator. You can go back into that and do that. So, what am I, Arkansas? Personally, I believe in Christ and God. However, I'm not a closed-minded person. Okay, so you know what, Arkansas 11, thank you for very much for bringing that up. 101, no, I didn't. You gonna make me go look for it, or just post it again? Okay, Mad Shad, you may have some valued opinions in here as well. Okay, now it's not that anybody's opinion will not be valued. Everyone's opinion will be valued. Okay. Great Lakes, just be safe and yeah, with the earbuds on, just please be careful with your work and what you're doing. Cliff, welcome. All right. Okay, enough about the election. Get the election and any politics out of this. All right. Any of you guys here in my chat know that when you are in the military, you are not even allowed to speak about politics or religion in the mess hall. Why? Because it causes great problems and a divide, right? Tennessee Tactical, that's quite all right. I respect that. South Florida, welcome. And your opinion will also be valued. However, we're going to throw out some things here tonight that may be up for discussion. Because why would you not discuss historical text? Okay. You mean this clock? That is a doomsday clock. It is set at 30 seconds to midnight because we are nigh into the 11th hour. Morning. This is a subject I've been studying for a good number of years, okay? So, you know, I'm not a scholar on it or anything like that. However, I do have some loose knowledge regarding varying topics regarding the subject matter, okay? So, Ancient knowledge, exactly. So that's kind of where we're going with this, okay? So, um, so what I will share with you guys, first of all, now what I'm going to do right now is I'm not going to see any of this chat. I'm just going to orate here for a minute, and if it all poops up or whatever, somebody remind me later, okay? Bullfrog, welcome. We're just going to get into intellectual, historical, philosophical discussion about origins, okay? And it's just an open talk. There's no one saying this is for verbatim. Now, if anyone in the chat wants to go ahead and say that, that's all you. Have your proof and points on thing. I'm not here to lay out any of that. I'm just here to offer an intellectual possible discussion. Big old cosmic fart. Cliff, that could very well be. Well, Reaper, we're not pushing anything on you. You know, you can stay here and enjoy this discussion or add something to it as a non-believer, because your opinion is also valued, because they're all relevant. Okay. Okay. So just so you guys know, from what my perspective is I kind of grew up an atheist. Then I was turned on to Christianity. Then I was turned off from religion completely. And then I sort of re-embraced Christianity loosely, without the organized religious aspect. No. We just want to keep this a nice open discussion. Everyone can voice their opinion. And when guys in the chat, if somebody does voice their opinion and it's an opinion in the chat, please do not chastise them in any way for having an opinion, okay? Or not having an opinion. Just leave them alone, you know? All right, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm loosely a Christian, but, believe in God the Father. And if any of you guys know me, you will know that I enjoy my God like I enjoy my steak. I love steak and I love God. However, I do not want either shoved down my throat at any given time. You understand my take on this? Okay. So with that, again, I'm not a scholarly fellow. However, I have done a bunch of research into some of the historical texts and the Bible, and a bit of the Quran, and some of the ancient Hindu text as well. Okay, so no one shall cast a stone. Okay, so I'm just going to lay you guys a brief knowledge of what my stuff is going on in sort of the text that I know of and the bits that I know about them. Okay, so let's just you guys go on ahead, and what do I think of Buddha? Gray Man, I'm going to be responsible and say I don't know enough about it to make a comment on that. However, I think if Buddha is a God that helps somebody be a better person to their fellow people, then I can respect that. So what I'm going to do here, guys, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to orate here for a little bit, okay? So, all right. there's actually a hell of a lot to say. So, Majed won't support or deny that. Like I said, guys, go ahead in the chat here. I've got some stuff to say. All right. So through some of my research and studies, some of the things that I've learned an awful lot about the Bible. Don't get me wrong. It's not a book that I've got read from front to back and memorized. The Corinthians 13, 42 through 12 or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy. Okay. I'm not sure about Teo, CB. But some of the things that I do know about the Bible. Now, if any of you guys, they're Christian followers here, Tammy, welcome. If any of you guys are Christian followers of the Bible and have actually studied the history of it, you'll know that what the frick was that guy's name in 300 AD, the Emperor of Rome at the time. Oh, it starts with the C. It's right there. Why don't I know this off the top of my head? Anyways, he had in the 3rd century AD had books of the Bible deleted. Okay, it was Emperor. No, not Caesar. It was Emperor. Oh goodness, not Claudius. No, not Caligula. Not Caesar. Nope. Keep trying. Constantine. Thank you, Kevin Grip. I appreciate that. Emperor Constantine in the 3rd century AD had books of the Bible deleted. Okay. All right. Now, why is that? What do you think he was hiding? Do you think there were truths in there that he thought they might be too powerful to know for the regular person? Exactly, 101, altered history. Now, history is written by the victors, as we all know that, because those who have been thwarted never write the history, okay? All right, so Constantine in the 3rd century AD deleted books of the Bible, okay? You think it was to shorten the Bible? Lastly, Wabbit? All right, well, check this out. He's not the only one. I'm gonna have to take a rough guesstimate here. My currency on this knowledge is a little bit lacking. However, between 1350 and 1450, there were also several other books of the Bible removed. I'm not sure by who, but the fact is the case. Okay. Anyone ever heard of the Book of Mary? Eric, welcome. Yes, books were removed. There you go, Waskley. Now you're talking. Timothy, yep. The Vatican. All right, that's also another very well-educated guest. Mary Magdalene, yes, yes, yes. Silhouette, good evening and welcome. We're having a bit of a biblical, historical origin discussion here, so it may go wonky, okay? But welcome. Everyone tell Silhouette Park Farm hello and welcome. It was lovely to see your video at the beach today. I'm glad you guys had a nice time. The Vatican has other books. Well, what about the Dead Sea Scrolls, guys? What about that? and all the books of the Bible that are in there that have been recently revealed. You know what I mean? The Book of Eli. Boom, Michigan. Now somebody, look at the big old brain on Michigan. Now we're talking turkey. Now we can have a discussion, right? What is Under Those Catacombs 101? Scott, good evening. Welcome. Put your big brain on. We're talking fancy here. The Trinity has been sealed. Well, very, very possible. Something that's sealed can be unsealed, just like the jars and cans that you pressure can. The Book of Enoch. Boom. Cherry, I see you. Book of Philip. Voodoo. Big brain on voodoo. That's the way to do it. Val, welcome. Get your brain out. We got things working here. First commandment. Boom. Look at Nunya's on it. See that? Let's not forget the Book of Enoch. What about this, guys? All right, okay. So you know, I was just throwing that at you guys to make sure that you guys had an idea. You know, to make sure I had you know, we're talking mentally on the same level, okay? Philip, yes, exactly. 4th century codex, yes. That's kind of where I brought it, Reaper. However, there is all this ancient text and knowledge that had been deleted and refound and brought back in, and things that are disputed, and I believe it's worthy of discussion. Okay, so that's all right, Northern Girl. We're going to be here for a long time. We're talking about Bible, its origins, deletions, and possibilities. Okay. There's a possibility 101. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. However, I've got a whole live stream worth of people to bounce it off. You know, 1-to-1 is cool. However, I like 85 opinions instead of one opinion, because I think 85 opinions are more worthy than one opinion. Not that I don't like doing one-on-ones, 1-on-1. You know what I'm talking about? Rosetta Stone. There you guys go. Now I can see you guys got brains in there, and now I can see you guys know what you're talking about. And all right, we have a baseline here we can start with, right? Okay, Northern Girls, yeah. So you know, put your late night panties on, because we may be here a while. We're just getting started. I haven't even asked a question yet. Okay, so with that, with all of this discussion about just the Bible itself, okay, and the deletions and the reasons for it, and you know, that's just one book from one religious sector. You know what I mean? And we haven't even mentioned the Quran yet. You know, and whatever the Hindus follow, we haven't even broached that yet. But what I want to do, okay, let's talk about the Bible for a bit, just because we started it there. All right, now, no, it's not 1 o'clock. Well, maybe you want to make your coffee harder, baby. I don't know, man. You can put some Baileys in there, some Irish cream. Good way to start the morning. No. Don't you dare do that, Julie. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, so we just started talking about the Bible. So with that, let's continue with that. We're going to stay on the Bible here for a little bit. Dusty, yes. And yeah, like I said, we're not even off the Bible yet. Dusty, you will be a valuable adversary in an oratory fashion here. at some point. Vodka, sure. Secret, yeah, why not? C-Mex, I'm fantastic. We're about to smash religion, Bible, origins. So we got a huge freaking opening topic here, and it's going to get freaky, okay? It will get freaky. But we haven't even gotten off the Bible itself yet. So, and we're going to actually revert into history back before the Bible, because the Bible was written kind of 200 or 300 BC to 400 AD ish. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I want to see the numbers. You guys know your stuff. Come on now. But Constantine in 300 AD did remove books. And again, in like a 1430 or 1340 or something, my memory is confused a little bit about that, when there were more removals from the Bible. 200 to 400. Thank you, Kevin. Anyone else's opinion, please do. Because these are all opinions. We didn't sit here and write these. We don't know the frickin' facts. We're guesstimating. Face it, we're all guesstimating, okay? All right, stop the chat. We've done the Bible thing a little bit. We haven't even got into it. You know what? Don't stop the chat yet. Stop the chat for now until I ask this question, and then have yourself a discussion about what about the book of Ezekiel. The Ezekiel book. Bible was not written in 165 BC. It was written by bunches of different people over a great amount of time. I don't get me wrong. I do appreciate your input, says Florida. However, come on. Ezekiel. What do you guys think about Ezekiel? What happens in the book of Ezekiel? Tell me what happens in the book of Ezekiel. Come on now, guys. Yet another book removed. Come on, come on, come on. Where's your big brain? Get on it, guys. What happened in the book of Ezekiel? One-on-one's on a little mission there. I can see that. Look at Voodoo Queen. She's got the big brain. Tennessee's not even wrong. Mad Shad, boom. That's cool, Boddington. And you know what? We value your opinion as well. Roger that, Brett. Okay. When I was brought up as a child, I was brought up in a sort of a Christian, not Anglican. It wasn't Catholic. Wasn't. I forget what it was. Britt, now you're thinking. What was that wheel? We used to sing when I was brought up in church when I was like a young boy. You know, the people, the older folks would be upstairs. Our parents and whatnot would be upstairs listening to the sermon and this and that. Okay? Now, all of us children, we'd be downstairs and we'd be singing other songs like children's songs from the church. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. Turning, 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 turning. Do any of you guys remember that? Wild Willie, welcome. We're in the middle of an interesting discussion. No, it was not ascopical. You remember Kumbaya? Okay. That was a milder song. No, it wasn't Methodist. It's a Christian. Because it was smoking opium. Secret prepper. Well, that would not shock me. Yankee, exactly, yeah. The Church of England convent boarding school. Goodness gracious. Okay. Roger that, Mad Shad. Not Catholic. Electric. Welcome and good evening. Bigfoot. I can see those feet. You're not hiding that well, though. I can see your tracks. We can track you from here. JW. Evening. Genesis. Yes. But anyways, it was a small country church. It was Christian. It was not Catholic. And it was not Anglican either. It was not agnostic. No, it was not that. So anyways, I went to church as a young child, hearing stories about Ezekiel seeing wheels flying up in the air. You know what I mean? All right, now, somebody suggested this earlier. Let's revert back to older text. Let's go back to the Sumerians, the ancient Sumerians. Okay? What do you guys have on? Well, it was Protestant, but it wasn't apostolic. No, not Baptist. No, Baptists are where they're crying and chanting and throwing themselves on the floor. That's not for me. That's a no-go. Yeah, I kind of threw it out there a little bit. Yankee. So what do you think? What do you guys think about? Okay, so we're talking about the Bible and you know how it has been revised and books have been deleted. So we're going to talk about more ancient texts, okay? And we'll talk about the text of the ancient Sumerians. If any of you guys know anything about what the ancient Sumerians talk about, please go ahead and list it just quickly, briefly in the chat. Roger that, Tammy. Roger that, Mad Chad. Thank you, Tin Man, for the reminder. Mad Chad just deleted something. I think his spelling was off on something, but he was on the right track. Hey, Mal, how you doing? We're just kind of in the middle of a religious, spiritual origin conversation. You don't have to stay, Mal. That's quite all right. We're just kind of getting into this. But it would be lovely if you stayed. But go get some sleep. I know you're busy. Listen, guys, Mallory at Quebec Homestead just broke, within a couple of days, she went from 2.5 thousand subscribers to Mallory at 3.2 or something like that today now. She's getting hammered by new incoming subscribers because she had one of her videos absolutely blow up, and everyone is totally watching, rewatching all of her older videos. So that is awesome. And congratulations, Mallory. I love to see that for you. The Sumerians believed in many gods. Okay. So what about the books? I feel like we're guessing denominations now. Okay. The name Ezekiel means God strengthens. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Mad Shad. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just, before that is kind of shared, let people know that, yeah, that is what is told in the ancient Sumerian texts. Okay. Enki and his brother Elil, yes. And supposedly they're from the Anunnaki. Okay. Thank you, Great Lakes. You know, I was going to do a video about it, but there's no way you can cover this in a video, so I thought I'd just pop up and do a random live stream about it. But I think it's a... you got your first troll, Great Lakes? Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. Do you know what? Don't even kick him out. Just time him out for like 300 seconds every single time. Because that'll tick them off to no end. They'll just leave. Either that or they'll become like a good troll. You know what I mean? So, okay. So if any of you, obviously some of you guys know about some of the ancient Sumerian teachings in the texts that they have there. Okay. So, so like, what's your take on that? You know, that's kind of where the idea of the planet of Nibiru comes from, and our origins, and also the idea that the planet Nibiru has some sort of orbit that comes around every 32 or 3,600 years. David, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying this verbatim. We're having an open discussion about this here, okay? So, Enoch Genesis 4:5. Thank you, Yankee. All right, fair enough. Anyone else care to chime in? Hey, says Florida, you know what? Sometimes it's just fun to take a troll and stand them in the corner. If they're not a horrible troll, but if they're a bit of an idiot, stand them in the corner for a while. They'll soon get the idea, right? Nibiru was Mars. Okay, all right, that's interesting. You say that, Mad, because that we may be going there. So even in this discussion, so. What's my take on Pluto? I don't have a take on Pluto. I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you, Arkansas. The dark star they're talking about. Asteroids. Well, an asteroid is actually a blazing star, isn't it? The Book of Gilgamesh is the oldest written book. Thank you for that, Great Lakes. I appreciate that. God made the planets? The planets just in the solar system, or all of them? Nice, Tammy. You know what? That's actually commendable. Good. Interesting, Mad Chad. We're going to go there. Well, I think there's a book in the Bible, a book of Gilgamesh, which was a removed book, which was found again in the Dead Sea Scrolls, I believe. Either that or, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, it could be more ancient than that. It could be from the Anunnaki writings. Right, Melissa? Okay, Mad Shad, there we go. Now we're going to get into something that the Bible also talks about, the giants, right? Which predates the Bible into Sumerian text, okay? Very interesting discussions. And I'm not going to support nor deny because I don't have any proof. This is all supposition, okay? Roger that, 101. Yep, giants, Nephilim. Yep. Yep, can't dispute that. Roger that, 101. Okay, Lake Fairy. I don't disagree. However, it doesn't mean that I can't question it. Okay, God came here. Where did he come from? You know, when people point to heaven, they point up, out from the world, right? Not of this world, not of this earth. So I don't disagree in any way. I completely agree. Michigan lifestyle, stay well and safe. Roger that, Fifth House. They sure did. Yeah, and Jesus was miraculously born as a gift from God, 100%. I will not deny. However, again, yet have no proof. Thank you, Prepper Lane, for supporting that aspect of how we can speak to the other here, respecting each other's ideas. Alfredo, you know what? You were on my live stream the other night, and I didn't happen to see you, and I didn't say hello. I'm sorry about that. How do you do? I hope you're well. All right, Brett. Now that's something to think about for sure. Arkansas living, I can also respect that. Yes, we are acting like grown-ups, having an intellectual discussion about the possibilities of the things that are written in books. Okay, now if the Bible was written in a book, and the Quran was written in a book, and the the ancient Sumerians wrote things down in their cuneiforms, how they did. Those were their books as well. Now, what do you guys think about some of the ancient Hindu books? All right, tell me what you know about that. That's okay, tinfoil hat. I'll go put another layer of tinfoil on my head, and you'll be caught right up. Okay, Creeper, all good. Good to see you. Bullfrog, you know what? That's exactly it. But that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to have this chat to not, and I'm not here saying this is the case, because if I do, then somebody else is going to come and say, no, you're wrong. This is the case, and I'm not. That's not what I'm here to do. What I'm here to do is I'm here to have an intellectual discussion about what's written in all the ancient books and what your guys' take is on it. Okay? No, all that is information that somebody wrote down a long, long time ago. It's our interpretation of it, and we can have a discussion about it. And we don't have to say, this is fact, verbatim, and I'm rigid and not moving from that. You know? What we can do as responsible ideas, as responsible people, is say, this is the information that I have, you know? And somebody can say, well, this is the information that I have from this other book or this other book. You know what I mean? I'm not shaken by discussion. You know? Tinfoil, the Vimanas. Thank you. You call them Trebs now? Or TR3Bs? Trebs? I'm not sure if that was a misspell or... Alright, fair enough. Alright, well, there's a breakdown in the ancient books from the Hindu origins that have a schematic of a frickin' Vimana, okay? Which is a space traveling machine, okay? Thank you, CB. Yeah, I'm not a scholar in these matters at all. Britt, you know what? Me being Christian, I think God is everywhere at all times as well. You know, that's kind of why when Jehovah comes knocking on my door and trying to sell me God, I get a little bit ticked off about that because he's already free, he's already everywhere, right? So what are you doing on my porch? No, that may be the case, JJ, but I highly doubt that. Unless there's too much pressure at 33 feet for you to flex your muscles to push that gas out. I'm not sure. Maybe it's already been squeezed out. I don't know. Prepper Lane, this is why I want to have an intellectual discussion about it, okay? What is my take on my mind? What is my take on my mind? Well, Lake Fairy, that's a good and interesting question. Catskill, hello. My take on my mind? I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. However, I think the origins of such may not be clearly defined. You know, just because there's a book that somebody wrote that says this is the case, like I could write a book right now that says the sky is plaid, right? And if a force like, say, the Vatican or the Christian Church wanted to take that and promote it so hard that they made it illegal to not believe and killed people if they didn't believe it, you know, does that make it true? You know what I mean? I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. However, the origins are not clearly defined in the Bible. There are definitions in other books, however, which describe the same things, you know, the same floods, same stories, and I'm not saying one is right over the other. I just shared with you what I believe, and I cannot deny that what others believe is true or untrue, okay? Because none of us have the proof, okay? JJ, really? That will not be a good thing at all. There's going to be a bunch of people there. Yep, Tammy. Yep. So, like, I'm not here to deny anyone else's faith, their faith in God, or however they find it. Um, I'm just a person who asks questions. I do research. I look into the ancient texts. I look into other books of scripture and beliefs, and I check those things out. Not in great detail, because I don't have that much time on my hands, but I do find out certain points about it, and it brings up. It just brings up a questioning mind, like, you know, how would you know more about how your peppers grow if you didn't question? It's like, oh man, my peppers didn't really do well this year. If you didn't ever question it, you'd never think, well, crap, I forgot to amend my soil. You know, I'm a guy who questions how things happen. Like, why? Why did Constantine remove all those books from the Bible in the 3rd century AD? Right? And why were the books removed again during the medieval times between 1350 and 1450? Why was that done? What are they hiding? Or trying to protect us from? Yeah, your government is trying to protect you. Right. They're hiding something. Okay? And it's not all revealed yet. To control beliefs. Voodoo Queen. Look at Vatican State, the height of Catholicism. It's its own country. Now, can you just imagine that if Catholicism had all that control over all the kings and queens over all that time, that everyone had to give them 10% of your income. 10%. Can you imagine? All right, now, let me ask you this. Why is it a religious sector that is one of the most rich organizations on the planet when God is free and everywhere? Why is that? Fear, control, more death in the name of religion than all wars combined. All of them. Roger that, Fifth House. Because God needs your money. Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what. He's free and he's sitting right here beside me. He is in here. And he does not need my wallet. He's got no place to carry my wallet. Why does he need a $10 bill? Why does he need a $50 bill? He's got no place to put it. You know what I mean? The business, Sandy. Yes. $85,000 Benz. Roger that. God doesn't need to drive a Mercedes-Benz. He doesn't even drive. And if he did, he wouldn't need a driver's license because he's everywhere at all times. So that must mean he is all insurance as well. Doesn't need a car, doesn't need insurance. Boom, he's just everywhere all at once. Right? So South, I started it. That's why I put this live stream up. To pose some questions. To introduce the idea of religion. And to pose some questions about the ancient books. About the beliefs. About origins. About books other than the Bible. The ancient the Hindi and Hindu text. With the Vimana. Where do we come from? If they're talking about spaceships, what the heck? I don't know the answer to that, JJ. I haven't read a Canadian note as far as looking at it and reading it. But I know my American brothers and sisters do have currency that has bills that say "In God We Trust" or "God Protect Us All." So God bless our nation. Everyone's always saying "God bless the USA." They always do that. Question everything. Yeah. You know what? God made me in His like, and He gave me an inquisitive mind. Right? Catskill. Hello, I see you there. I thought you were saying you left earlier. I thought you were booking it out of here. Sorry. God did not make me an inquisitive soul? Fifth house, is that what you're saying? America is the only God-backed country. Well, hey, not if I pray for God for my country. What if Afghanistan or the Taliban prayed to God? God bless and keep us. Thwart our oppressors. You know what I mean? Britt, they prey on people's money. Susan, hello. Deborah, welcome. You're gonna have to rewrite that. I'm not scrolling up here. I've got enough time reading the chat just here as it flows. But thank you. Roger that, Stuart. You cannot fathom a life before God. It's they're always thing for you. Okay, tinfoil hat. That's cool. You know what? Some of the ancient texts talk about a time before the moon. Okay, so fathom me that. If that's the case, how was it put there? Who was it put there by, and why? No, Christianity is not a religion. I strongly disbelieve in organized religion. And I will not support it. Roger that, man, Chad. They most certainly do. Israel. Okay, Lake Fairy Prepper. Let's talk about this, seeing as you brought it up. All right. Now, it wasn't too long ago, just in the very, very near past, not too distant at all. It was the Israeli Minister of Space who had just admitted. All right, now check this out. Thank you for bringing that up because this is exactly where this conversation was going. Muchas gracias, Lake Fairy Prepper. Now, with that, I will tell you. All right, Israeli. You guys will remember this. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You guys will remember. Exactly. Brit goes there. Brit goes there. All right, now, Israeli Minister of Space admitted and said, he didn't just admit that aliens exist. He said that aliens exist underneath the surface of Mars and have been there with humans for a long time, okay? Faithful. Keep the faith. Good to see you here this evening. Stay well and safe. All right now. That having been said, Yankee, re-ask your question after a little bit here. I'm about to rant off here. So you just go ahead and ask that again unless the chat stops completely. Okay. Now, with this, guys. All right. Lake Fairy said about the guy from Israel. Minister of Space admitted on Mars, humans under the surface of Mars with aliens for years and years and years. And the word is, now, a lot of people say the bird is the word. However, what the Israeli minister says the word is is that the aliens say, "Yep, we're here, but humans are not ready for us. Not ready to make the change." You know what I mean? Make the transition or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. Nobody's denying it here. Right. Okay, so with that, Oily, welcome. Check this out, guys. You've heard about terraforming and stuff like that, right? What about human forming? Human forming. Check this out. All right, now I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do any of you guys agree that they've been pushing protein powders on us? Like cricket protein and, those kinds of proteins. You think they've been, it's legal to buy it in the stores now? There's stories about that, Arkansas. Cloning. Somebody saying cloning. Insect powder. All right. What about this, guys? What about this? Check this out. Okay. So now, with this big old CV thing that's going, this the Charlie Victor 19er that's been circling the globe for the last, 15 months or whatever. Okay, so guess what's starting to happen? Weasels are getting it, right? Do any of you disagree? Are weasels getting it? Hit ones if weasels are getting it. Oh, Catskill's got some brain skills going on over there. Look at you. Look at you with your big brain. Headed right there. Be right there with you. 101. Boom, boom, boom. Look at you guys and how smart you are. Okay, now, so, with that, roger that, SF. Roger that, Susan. No, CB, just suppositions. All right, well, so check this out. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and do your own research on this, all right? This isn't for me. I'm not telling you. I'm suggesting it. You guys don't believe me, go ahead and do your own research, okay? I'm not saying this is verbatim, but this is what kind of went inside my head, okay? Thank you very much. Now, what I have heard is we've heard about the weasels. Tell me I'm wrong. And I've heard it's going to transform into chickens. And then at small farms are going to have to have their chickens tested. And if that shows up, boom, whole flock dies. Big chicken farms are going to have the thing tested, right? Positive, the whole flock dies. Guess what? No chicken for humans anymore. Okay, so weasels, minks, yeah, same freaking thing. Ice Age, roger that. Yeah. Okay, so if there isn't any more chicken for humans anymore, then it goes to pigs, then it goes to lambs, then it goes to cows. We need to start eating more grass and more beans and rice and stuff like that. So plant-based diet, right? Okay. Think interdimensionally. Exactly, Fifth. Okay. Now, that having been said, out in space, gonna be pretty tough to keep a herd of cattle. Or a flock of chickens. Right? However, under artificial lights, with certain types of electricity, you can grow everything you need to live. Right? So, we're not talking about terraforming here. Terraforming is conditioning a planet or a land. What about human forming? So that we are ready, because If the Israeli minister is already there saying that the aliens are there and waiting for us, but we're not ready, it's because of our evolutional diet. In my mindset, right? So if they use this Rona 19er to kill off all the protein that we eat, we're going to have to change how we eat and therefore transform our ability to not rely so much on meat-based proteins so that we are ready. Do you know what I mean? Okay, now if that is the case, if that's the case, what are they going to do to get 7 billion people off of this planet? And first of all, why the hell are they trying to get them off this planet anyways? Is this planet doomed? Is it in its final cycle into another ice age that's going to freeze us all out, and we're going to start hunting woolly mammoths again with cloth and loin and spears? What, guys? Where's your mind on this? Lake Fairy. Sorry, I went on a rant there. I told you I was going to go on a rant. Kind of think so, Matt. Or at least the possibility is there. If you don't let your brain block the idea of that. Well, to be honest with you, Lake Fairy Rapture is actually a different thing. Rapture is where God sends the angels down and like slays everybody except for the chosen. And the Rapture, yeah, everybody disappears, and then they come down and slay the bad ones, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like that, right? Well, spiritual warfare. You can probably believe whatever you want if you're transform your diet and go live with the aliens. Probably doesn't matter if you believe in God or them or I'm not sure. Arkansas, I'm no expert. Okay, like I said at the beginning of this, these are suppositions. However, an interesting discussion nonetheless. Roger that, Dusty. No, billions. Billions, Lake Fairy. How many people do we have on the planet, Lake Fairy? 7.5 billion? How do you get 7.5 billion off the Oh, sorry. Roger. Gotcha. Now I'm following. Okay. Just caught up, Lake Fairy. Thank you. Apologies. Let me just catch up with what Grayman is saying here, guys. Roger that, Grayman. Okay, everyone go out and check out Grayman Prepping's video on the 2025 forecast on the United States population. That might be an interesting watch. And Jesus is the cure. I don't disagree with that, Fifth. Several thousand, yeah. Yep. Could be. Yeah, sorry, Lake Fairy. I misread what you were saying there. I took it in the wrong context. Not everything is shared well via text, right? So there are a lot of things missed. I don't disagree with that one a little bit, Britt. Hey, tinfoil, you know what? I'm theorizing. I'm theorizing with current information right back to ancient Sumerian text, right? And then through the Bible. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's true, and I'm not saying it's false. I'm saying, what do you think about that? I'm just bringing it up to you guys and saying, what do you think about that? Because, you know what? When I ask a question like that and there's 74 people here in the chat, I have 74 more brilliant minds to draw from and 74 more different experiences, different knowledge bases to, banter with. What do you think about that, right? Well, sure, Stuart. As soon as we're born, we're dying, right? So, that is one way to look at it. Sorry, Lake Fairy. You know what? I really misinterpreted your question. I apologize about that. Like I said, a lot is really lost in text. Well, you know what, Val? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe there should be no authority. Maybe it should be just. You know what I mean? Mad Shad. Who knows? Maybe you got a place there. Economic collapse. Well, you don't have to wait till 2025 for that. All you need to do is open your eyes and watch it happen around you. Roger that. If we never said somebody said. Sorry about that. James, my new video, my prediction. Okay, everyone go check James Clance for his new prediction video. See what that's all about. 2021. If aliens are real and so smart, why haven't they taken over the Earth? Probably because there's too many shitheels on it. Bullfrog. Too many sleeping people. Too many in the way. No, roger that, fifth house. Okay, I missed a ton of chat here, guys. Sorry about that. I was lost in answering some things. I apologize. Too many pew-pews. That's also possible, Luis. Yep. Oh no, they're not telling us, nerd. It's obvious we haven't evolved enough for that to happen. If that is the case, you know what I mean? That could be the case too, Seth. I won't deny it. They may have taken over for several hundred years. Match that. It's also possible we're still too dumb. You know what I mean? Lake Fairy, your vid, it's only paper? Okay. Thank you for that. I told you this was going to get freaky, guys. And we went from one thing way back into history. Then we brought it back to the possible future, which may come from history. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Almond Joys have nuts. Mounds don't. Roger that, Brett. Could be. Could be. You never know. I'm not here saying anything. I'm just here making a suggestion and bouncing it off you guys. You guys are saying all the stuff. Well, if they've been sizing us up for that long, Val, obviously they're not superior to us. Because if it took them that long to size us up, they're not superior. Big freaky thumbs up, Aquarius. Thank you. Roger that, and thank you. No, just throwing things out there, guys. Seeing what you guys are going to trip over or spit about. You know, what your guys' take is on it. What about the Space Force? Well, it looks like it's obviously Great Lakes. It looks like it's not being hidden. It's, you know, there's commercials about it and stuff like that. It's in the media, right? It's in your mainstream. So, it is a thing. And there is a reason why that's a thing, okay? What do you think that reason is? Come on now. I know you know the answer. You know it. Just say it. You know. Come on. You know. Crazy world. Sure is. Okay, Val. All right. That makes sense. So maybe we need to be somewhere in between? All right, now there goes Cliff with the thought. I won't disagree with that. Red Burning Fires also has an interesting idea. Won't disagree with that either. Okay, Mad Chad's got a thing going on there too. Won't disagree with that. I'm not here to disagree with anyone, nor shove my opinion down your throat. If any of you guys know me, you know I'm not a throat shover of anything, right? I don't do that, not even with steak or God. That's not my business. You know what? If I've got a steak in front of me, I want to shove it down my throat, I'll do that my damn self. But I prefer it in nice small bites. Brain exercises indeed. Make the brain think. Because when you don't use it, you lose it. I'm no dang throat shover, no sir. No way. That's not me. You know I don't do that. I like my steak in little bites. Just like I like God. In nice little doses. Oh, I talk to him when I talk to him, and, you know, without someone there, get the God into you now and read this and give me your money and you will be blessed. And Piss off, man. I've already got God. I had a bite earlier. You know? Leave me alone. I'll have some more for lunch or whatever, right? When I get a minute to think. Like, goodness. No kidding, Cliff. Well, go on. Make yourself a steak. How's the chickens laying anyways? I hope they're laying well for you, Em. All right, so listen, with that, guys, that is the... well, that may become a thing, Mad. We'll just see about that. You go on ahead, though. You're more than welcome. But with that, guys, I just wanted to throw something out there. And some of these ideas about the Bible and the omissions, like blatant omissions, right, that took place in there all those years ago, right? We're talking thousands and you know, like 1,400 years ago and more, 1,500 years ago, 1,600 years ago, right? The omissions and this and that. Why? Why? What are they hiding? Protecting us from. You know, what's the government protecting us from now? What do you think about that? What's your take on that? Yankee transplant, it is 1 minute to midnight, as always. If I want to bump the clock ahead, I'll bump it up by 30 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. But I don't feel the urgency here just now. Not just now. But we are late into the 11th hour. Late into it. Oh, okay, well, hang on a second, 101. Don't you go ahead and quote on me and saying conspiracy theories or anything like that. I didn't lay any conspiracy theory down here at all. Okay? Like, you can go ahead and do what you want. However, I just made suggestions, like I was asking questions. Well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? You know what I mean? Okay? Careful how you approach it. Don't approach it from a I'm saying this aspect, just to help you, young sir. Okay? Because, yeah, you know, as soon as you start saying, this is this, boom, people are going to say, no, it's not. But if you say, oh, hey, what about this? Then people say, oh, well, it could be this, and it could be this, and it could be this, and it could be this. You can say, well, I don't necessarily agree, but I don't disagree. Or, you know, you can play it a different way. You know what I mean? Boom. There you go, Lake Fairy. There's no room for it, right? So I'm glad we agree on that point. However, you know, don't let Bigfoot stomp on me for throwing out the suppositions of asking why the books of our Bible were deleted, and by whom, and for what reason. You know what I mean? God created me in His image. That made me a curious fellow. So he must have been super curious. Roger that, Secret Prepper. Yes, yes, yes. Same page right there. Calgon even. No, go make a steak, Lori. The fungi are wonderful. Ooh, fungi and steak fried rice. Guys, with that, I'm going to leave you with some brain thoughts to sleep on. I just thought I'd come out here, blow your minds a little bit, ask some freaky questions. Told you it was going to get freaky. There it went. Here it is. That's what I got for you guys. That's where I wanted it to go. You know, notice how I kind of structured it right off the fly. Had that in mind for months, guys. And you know what? That's another place we can go again, right? Because that can be an ongoing discussion. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys Stay well and safe, all. Well, we're Wednesday morning here now. I have a new job to start tomorrow. So with that, I hope everyone stays well and safe. You know, bless each and every one of you. Hold your brother and your sister up, okay? And with that, this is going to be North. Out for now. Get your brain stew on, children. Get it on. Over and out.